We are back. What's up, y'all? Listen, it's your girl, Kelly Kels, and I'm super excited because y'all know what we doing. We podcasting through thick and thin. The podcast, we back.
Through thick and thin.
Yeah, you know what? I always love, I'm going to go ahead and say this right now. I always love when my guests start talking before I introduce them. Okay. That's how you know I got a good guest. What is today? It's Through Thick and Thin, the podcast. Cheating ass Myron is not here.
He ain't here.
He ain't here because
he's cheating somewhere.
He cheating. He working and he filming a movie right now, and it has him out the country. Shout out to Myron. We so proud of you. That is
You're allowed to leave the country?
Yeah, that's the thin part of thick and thin, through thick and thin. Okay. Man, but I'm excited because my guest I have today, it's more like a brother because I'm a fan. I am a fan. I always been a fan. Before I started doing comedy, I was a fan. My husband was too. We just want to throw that out there. We knew you before you knew us, obviously, because you are a pillar, a legend in the game. I'm talking about from 6 seasons of Comic View. We talking about Bill Bellamy got jokes. We talking about a writer, director, motivational speaker, just smart ass man. All around the board. Smart ass and a smart ass. This guy is...
Who is this Negro?
This Negro is talented and he really represents ATL. The one and only Lav Luv. What's up, Lav? Love is in the building.
Man, I thought somebody else was going to walk in here.
No.
That's a great introduction.
That's you.
I guess so.
No, what you mean? You guess so? You know so.
I guess so.
First of all, let me stop playing. Before we even press record, dude, you are smart as ever. Like when I say that smart ass, you a smart ass, like, oh shit, he got something to say, but you so smart and engaging. And I'm sitting there listening like, he built like a professor.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
Not you know a lot of shit like a professor. You giving me professor vibes.
I can receive that. I can receive that.
I know you can receive it because you got the motivational energy.
Hey, I'm here for, I believe one day.
See, I didn't say...
Little white girls and little black boys will fornicate on the...
Exactly. That's what I didn't give Martin Luther King's happening. But you know what? MLK Day is
coming up.
It's coming up, so that's why you felt like you do that?
I'm from Atlanta. All that's it's in my spirit. It's in my DNA.
You really from Atlanta?
I'm from here.
So you know, I was like 2 weeks old when I found out that you really were from Atlanta.
Okay, I'm here.
I know. You ATL-ian. Y'all know I'm not from...
Where it's greater.
That is not Atlanta.
Yeah, it's Atlanta.
Oh, I'm a Reddit sorry told me that is not Atlanta.
I did a video about that.
It's not Atlanta.
Yeah.
Decatur is not Atlanta.
It's Atlanta.
Okay.
It's Atlanta. With people who from Atlanta know everything in the metro area is considered to be Atlanta. Just like in New York. The different boroughs, you don't automatically say, you just say I'm from New York. Then somebody say, what part of New York? Then you say Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, right there. But initially you just say, I'm from New York. Atlanta's the same way. Everything in the metro area is Atlanta. And then you specify when requested.
But listen, I lived in New York, right? But I lived in Mount Vernon. That is not New York.
No, that's
not New York, but that's what I'm saying.
But Mount Vernon is like almost like an hour and a half outside the city.
But hold on, Mount Vernon is literally 11 minutes from the Bronx. Like, I literally could walk to the Bronx from Mount Vernon.
Yeah, but that's still outside the metro area.
Okay, I just want to throw that out there. But I feel like every time I move to a place, I'm always moving on the outskirts. You know why? Because I come from the hood. And I'm not saying Atlanta is a hood.
It is. So you ain't got
Atlanta has a lot of heritage, history, strong foundation.
And it's the hood.
It's the hood. But I'm not moving to the inner city of nobody town. I want to live on the outskirts where I got land and my daughter can roam. Even though she don't come out her room.
I'm going to say, you got a kid that go outside?
No one has a kid that go outside.
That's why I was amazed. I was like, you got a unicorn.
I only know kids go outside to catch their bus and get back off of it.
That's it?
I don't see
And be mad about that?
Yeah, my daughter asked me yesterday, hey, there's a tornado watch that starts at 3. Could you pick me up on the bus stop at 2:15?
Oh, okay. That's my daughter. My daughter will come in and say, hey, could you, it's cold. Could you drive me to the bus stop? Do you cuss on your podcast?
Yeah, you can cuss on. We cuss on this podcast.
Okay. I'm like, bitch. The fucking bus stop.
It's 3 houses down.
Nigga, I literally can throw a fucking rock from the driveway and land at the bus stop. Now, you want me to drive you if you don't get your goofy ass out here?
Okay, wait. I didn't even know you had kids. How many kids you got?
I got 2.
Cool. A girl and a boy.
Girl and a boy. I got the box set.
I'm about to go. I got a box. You done?
When you got a boy and a girl, you got the box set. Ain't no need to have
That's perfect. I got a girl, 10-year-old.
That's it? Just a 10?
Yeah, she 10.
Oh, no, you need another one. Where your husband?
Who are you talking to? That's almost disrespectful. And that's how we end Through Thick and Thin the podcast.
No.
Lav Luv is hella disrespectful.
Where your husband at? Come give Kelly that gorilla snot. You better stop playing.
He give it to me, but I be pulling the red on now. Come on, man. I threw it on.
Pull out game strong. We talking about your pull out game.
Man, how old are your kids?
18 and 16.
So this like a... I would say a coasting age, but it's never coasting. Like this is the most important part because that's when they're transitioning to finding themselves, right?
Yeah.
But you've been doing this so long. They've been in the industry with you.
Yeah, that's the easy part as it relates to why I do. They good on that right there, especially now. And then my kids laid back like me.
Laid back?
Yeah, they super.
Wait, like you laid back.
Then the motherfucker. Listen, so
wait a minute.
Yeah, my kids, they real easy going, so they like to go with the flow type. Like, yo, I gotta go out of town for your birthday. It's all good. We're gonna do something when you get back. You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
They on that type stuff. So they super Gucci. Now my stuff be like the regular life stuff with the kids. The career stuff, that's easy. They accept that.
Yeah.
Like now, right now, my daughter's 16.
Yeah.
So I'm a man's man.
Come on.
So now we enter into this I want to date phase.
She gon' date.
I know. And that's what I have a problem with. I'm not ready.
Well, so you better drive her to the bus stop then. Because if you don't drive her to the bus stop, that little boy who got a car, she's 16.
Listen,
so she gonna be dating dudes with cars.
Let me look directly to the camera.
No. Let me look at the camera as well. She gonna be dating dudes with cars.
That nigga
and they ain't gonna be no regular car.
If I go to the bus stop and it's a nigga sitting in a box Chevy.
What? Talking
to my daughter.
How can we lose when we the who's bumping that?
It'll be like a scary movie. Nobody ever see that nigga again. They'll just find his car burnt out.
You protective like that.
I'm not fucking around.
Guess what?
When she get grown, she on her own. I do believe once kids get grown, I believe in parents stepping away to a certain degree.
Okay, so I just want to be here and to be this liaison for your daughter and say that if at 16 she's just approaching you about boys, she's an amazing kid because I was like them boys at 12. Like, damn, he fun, I want a boyfriend.
Oh, no. My daughter, she got a little mean girl spirit. I never forget. I was feeling good. Stop it.
She a bad bitch.
Yeah, I was feeling real good. I was like, okay, I got time. It was at the football game and she was chilling, and so
she's a cheerleader.
Yes, and so then the little boy was like, I was talking to the other parents, and he was like, "Oh, you Camille's dad?" I was like, "Yeah." And then he was like, "Why is she so mean?" And I just smiled, like, "Okay." And then the co-sign that she was mean for real, so we get ready to lead a game, and we walking or whatever. So she comes up and we walking and talking, and so he walked by. I guess he thinking this is his opportunity because he just spoke to me. He's like, "Hey, Camille." She looked at him and rolled her eyes and kept moving. I said, why are you looking at him like this? She's like, why would he speak to me as if I would speak to him at any other time? I said, that's my bitch right there.
Oh, my God.
That's my bitch right there.
I love
Nigga,
it.
keep it pushing.
That's part of the process.
Yes.
That's part of the process. Yeah, keep her mean. I like that.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, my daughter acts just like me, like, hi, how you doing?
She's talking to everybody.
She's talking to everybody. Or not, but it's very...
I'd be so stressed.
No, but listen, no. But it's like a hi. All right. So, you know, it's very dismissive.
I'm just speaking to you, don't get comfortable.
Because my mom is here. And so my mom like, hey, I'm one of them parents, just because I want her to have the social skills. I do appreciate my social skills, but she's so isolated to her friends. She left her little set of girlfriends.
And she don't really deal with nobody else.
No, and I like it. So she's towards the boy.
Okay.
That's a big thing. And I appreciate the fact that you said that you have kids that ain't really pressing you on your career.
Oh, no, they don't.
Because you are how many years in comedy? How many years in entertainment? Because I don't want to just say comedy. That would be so fucked up for me just to limit you with comedy when you are more than a comedian.
Let me see. I started doing comedy. I'm a veteran. So I started doing...
Shout out to the vets. What branch?
Army.
Army strong. Okay.
Yeah, I was in the Army. I started doing comedy in December 95.
95.
Yeah, December 95. I still was in...
you started in the branch.
Yep, I was in the Army. Let me tell you.
In the Army, in the branch.
Yeah, in the branch. I was here for it. Let me tell you, this is a good and bad, depending on who you ask inside of me. I have very low tolerance for people who say they want to do, because you heard me check the dude last night about doing comedy.
Now let's talk about that. Like, listen, me and Lav was on a show last night. A comedian came up there looking like he was a motherfucking airman, like when he was on the Tuskegee Airman. Yeah, he came up with a Tuskegee Airman outfit and then he didn't really stuck up the place and said, I only did comedy 7 times in a year.
In the last 3 years. 7 times in the last 3 years.
You said, man, you don't do comedy, man. Don't say that.
Yeah, I said, don't say that. He said, but I'm trying. I said, you're not trying. Yeah, if you only did it 7 times in 3 years, you're not trying for real. Yeah. And this is my background. This is why I have that type of mentality towards it. So when I was still in the military, I was doing it. So, you know, we had to be to work at like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
Every Thursday was open mic night in Houston. I was in Killeen, Texas.
Okay, luckily.
I would drive 3 hours to do open mic in Houston every Thursday night, then drive back and be at work every morning at 6 in the morning.
Come on. So the commitment level. So when somebody say they playing in your face, talking about, so I did this. Oh, I didn't know why.
Yeah. But it's more than that. So then I get out the military. I get back to Atlanta.
Yeah.
A month before I get back to Atlanta, my car gets stolen. So I get out the military, I'm back in Atlanta, new job. So back, nobody's financing you for no car. You just got a new job. You in transition, somebody's getting you a job. So I don't have no car, but I still want to do comedy.
Yeah.
So
this before Uber.
This before Uber and all, before Uber and all this stuff right here. So it was 2 comedy clubs. And so one comedy club all the way on the other side of town, and the last train left from out there at like 12:30.
Okay.
So when you're an open mic, you brand new, ain't no telling when you going on stage.
Surely ain't. Or if you can get on stage.
If you can get on stage. So my goal would always be to catch that last train. So that last train would put me downtown. But get downtown about 1 o'clock, 1:30. So, but the last bus, if I missed it, the last bus leave about...
the scheduling.
About 1 o'clock.
Oh, shit.
So if I missed the last bus, that meant I have to walk from downtown to my house, which was like 15 miles. So what I did was to cut it down, I bought rollerblades. So I would rollerblade from downtown, 15 miles to my house every Sunday. And ask comics from Atlanta.
Can I clap for you? I clap for a nigga that rollerblade through his career to get to the top. Wow.
Yes, I would rollerblade. And that when I say rollerblade, that don't mean when it's hot, just when it's hot. That was in the wintertime.
Hold on, you
That's
said,
in the rain.
You didn't say skate. You said rollerblade. Like the straight line.
Straight line.
Strong ass ankles. Yes. Sky. 15 miles.
Yeah.
But you know what? Man, you are athletic built. Like you have this athletic built anyway. So that was your workout.
So low level tolerance for people saying they want to do it but not doing it.
No, that story is epic.
Yes.
So comics knew you were doing this.
One night I got the open mic. And Nard, R.I.P. Nard, Nard said, nigga,
wow,
did I just see you rollerblading up Collier Road? I was like, yeah. He's like, nigga, it's snowing.
He the wrong person to see you rollerblade.
But no, they respected it. Yeah. That was my question. Like, nigga, why you ain't pick me up?
Listen, I think
motherfucker,
that's the way to kick down the door.
Yes.
If that ain't, that's the grind. Niggas talking about the internet. You just really... You niggas better not ever say nothing about hustling when you can rollerblade. I don't even want to walk. When you said 15 miles, I started calculating how long it's going to take to walk. I was like, it's going to take me about 4 hours.
Matter of fact, you got a good point of reference. You know where we are right now?
Yeah.
I used to stay probably like... the Forest Ferry Road. Okay. Which is probably, the Forest Ferry is, it's like, well, if you go like it's about 3 more miles out.
That's what I thought.
I used to stop at 5 Points. So I used to rollerblade from 5 Points train station, right there where Underground Atlanta is. Yeah. All the way out here, past here. So now you have a real world reference to how far I used to rollerblade.
Can't nothing stop you.
Yeah.
Can't nothing stop. And I think that's amazing. Hey, you really was built for this. I was looking on your page because I try to be well prepared for my guests. I appreciate shit like that. And I seen that you was like hanging on some bars and shit like you do those challenges like
the Savage Race. I did
the Savage Race. So was you prepared for the Savage Race then? Like did you not know?
Yeah, it's called the Savage Race is life, goddammit.
That's life on my life.
Yeah, that's the Savage Race. Yeah, no, I'm an outdoors dude. Well, not an outdoors dude. I'm an activities dude. Okay. Like I'm a certified scuba diver.
Let's go. I didn't know that.
Yes, certified scuba diver.
Big scuba diving.
Yeah, big scuba diving. I ski. Not just ski, but I own skis. I have my own skis, boots, the whole nine.
You thought that was impressing me? Duh, you a rollerblader.
I'm just saying.
How you didn't think I think you had some skis? I thought you had skis.
Mountain climb. If you're looking at the pictures, you should have seen some pictures of me take pictures on top of mountains.
You didn't even let me go there.
I'm
You don't even matter. Go.
I'm there. So
You're there. Let's go. I'm here for it.
I'm here for it.
It's so many layers to you, and it's interesting because
I'm like a pound cake.
Wait, what?
Heavy emphasis on the pound.
See, that's what I'm saying, and that's the thing. That's why the smart ass university. When I say smart ass, you just don't know where you're going with you.
I'm sorry.
And that's the thing that I can appreciate watching, like you on stage and off stage, dude, because you will have somebody going so high, and then you will go left on their ass, and I'm like, oh, he is brilliant. Have you always been that way from a kid, or has that started like from the military? Like, what gave you that witty ass energy? Because it's quick. Like, it's smart ass shit too.
Yeah, I always had to So growing up, being a dark skin, dark skin, yeah, a little bit. Okay. So, but I identify as light skin. So listen,
I'm about to. All right, thank y'all for thinking this.
So yeah, it wasn't cool to be dark skinned growing up. So I discovered my wit.
Okay.
With my tongue, because at first it was physical. I was like, okay, because it was like, oh, you with your black ass, oh, you black ass. So I was like, okay, I might be unattractive in a black ass, but at 3:00, I'm gonna beat your ass.
I'm beating your ass.
I'm gonna beat your ass at 3:00, and we gonna see what that light skin do for you when I bruise your bitch ass up. So that was the thing then. So then I kept getting in fights, and so my cousin like, nigga, you gotta stop fighting every day.
Yeah.
So it was like, nigga, just talk about these niggas. I was like, huh? It's like, nigga, you funny. I was like, oh,
use your words.
Use your words. Use your words. And so then I learned that I was funny, and there was something wrong with everybody. So not only could I point out what was wrong with you, I could make it funny. Yeah. So now, where it might just be me and you over here in the corner calling me a black ass, but just me and another dude. Now I start talking about your feet, the whole class paying attention. And they not only paying attention, but they rolling. And since I done made it funny, now I done stuck.
Yeah.
So now, nigga with the big feet is your name for the rest of the fucking school year.
Yeah, because I'm going to point out something that you may not thought was as obvious. It's obvious I'm dark skinned.
Yes.
Now what?
Yes.
But I've had that same thing too. Like your fat ass, duh. Yes. Mama fat.
Yeah.
Grandma fat.
Exactly.
Knew I was going to be fat since the 3rd grade.
So
you understand what I'm saying?
So, and that's the thing about me. Now with self-realization, like, it's like, you dark skin. I'm like, okay, yeah, what's your point? I am. I'm dark. Yeah.
That's the beauty. Me. That's the beauty of entertainers. And I think as comedians, right, when we realize our flawed thing, and we can capitalize on it and then make other people realize like we're all flawed, that's how it works. So Lav Luv is your stage name.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And I just found that out the other day.
Okay. It's all right. It's all right.
How did I find it out? No. How did I find it out, though? Tell them what I did. I called your phone and said, nigga.
Yeah, you called and said my government. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I had to send him some money. I had to pay this brother because he's so funny.
I was like, that's. And she's like, that. You don't look like a him. And you see, how does a him look?
Listen, you see how funny we are that we ain't saying this nigga real name still? Because let me tell you one thing about us. When we got stage names and things like that, in order for you to know my name, they got to be in the credits. You got to look for it.
Yeah, you got to know me.
You got to know me. Okay, so how did you get the name Lav Luv, and how long has it been? Because you've been doing comedy 28 years.
Yeah, so it ain't. You
hear me? I said 28 years.
Yeah, I know.
Big 28. We doing something for your 30th.
Oh, listen. So, and I'm saying me. Yeah, it really ain't even no complicated shit. My last name is Lavender. I will tell people that. Yeah, just like the color. So the lav just comes from the lavender.
I like that.
And then it was back in the day, old school type shit. Is Mike Love and Tony Love. And so when I was in the military and I played football, it was Lav Love because you call by your last name. Yeah. So it's Lav Love. So this is something they came up with. I didn't even come up with it. So I just went with it because I need a stage name. Like, well, but I just go by what niggas call me already.
Lav Love.
Yeah.
And it just flowed. Listen, first of all, let's go back to this damn lavender shit. We're not gonna just let that.
Yeah, lavender. Just like the color.
Like the calming lavender.
Yes,
like chamomile lavender.
I always tell people the family that own my family invented lavender.
Oh my God, that's what you
said. That's what I be telling you.
Oh yeah. When you dark like that, niggas like, that family was owned by somebody. Sound about right. So 28 years before you were doing comedy and before you were in the military, did you go straight to the military from high school?
I sorta, yeah.
Okay. All right. So
I was getting ready to go to college and some other stuff. Because I played football, I ran track. And all that right there. But then went straight to the military. We're not going to talk about that.
We don't know we ain't going to talk about that, but I'm glad that you did because your journey led you right here today, right? So, what's a career choice like? Obviously, entertainment is it. This has been full-time for 28 years after the military, or was there a point where you said, I got to go get a job?
I know. When I got to the military, I got a job. I was working mall security at Lennox Mall in Atlanta.
Nigga, you lying to me.
I was mall security. Had a little hat on and everything.
And you were an asshole.
I was...
An asshole! You were straight out the military.
Yeah, I was... Okay, I was an asshole.
I know you was an asshole.
But I was a super duper security guard. I got an accommodation for the city and everything. We caught a dude who shot the Macy's security. He shot the Macy's security. And me and one of my boys who was working security, we chased this nigga down and caught him at the train station.
Like national security guard, like Martin Lawrence. You remember that? Like when Martin was on
top flight security in the world, Craig.
And I knew that. I knew that you weren't gonna just be a regular ass mall security.
Nah.
So how long did you do that?
Let me see, about 2.5 years. So this is always my mentality with everything.
Okay. All right.
I believe if you're gonna do anything, you should be trying to be the best at it.
Absolutely.
I don't care what you're doing. If you work at McDonald's, I always want to be. I ain't got to be. When you talk about your employees, you ain't got to say Lav is my best employee. But when you say who are your best employees, Lav name should be on that list.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's always been my thing. So that's how that turns. It was like in the military. It was like that when I was mall security, and then at comedy. So when I decided I was going to do comedy, when I got back to Atlanta and I found out it was open mics dang there every night. I was at a club every single night.
Love it. On
stage every single night. So the transition, so that work started to pay off to the point that after about 2.5 years to where I was able to transition out of working a regular job into straight doing stand-up. Like our rule always used to be, when I started doing comedy, Earthquake, was still hosting at the club. And Earthquake said that you'll know when to quit your job. When you start having more shows, you start being away from your job as much as you're at your job.
Absolutely.
That's what lets you know it's time to leave your job.
So that's a smooth situation, 2.5 years straight from the military, right? That's almost like breaking the internet, right? Because 2.5 years, niggas don't just quit their job. It's niggas still doing Uber Eats and Lyft that's been doing comedy 25 years. No disrespect to them, right? So that lets you know that you were really in your gift. Right. Not even in your bag, like in your gift to walk away. You was viral then. You went viral. My nigga was viral.
In life. I went
viral in life. Because
I fell off. Can I go viral again?
You ain't. Shut up, man. Speaking of viral and shit like that, man, Comic View and that era and the Who's Got Jokes and all that, that was like the viral time. That was the internet sensations. Like, in order to be the names of those people, that meant that you put in the work, you were funny.
Yeah.
How is it that you transitioned? Because 28 years mean that you had to come this motherfucker and do, when I say road work, were you a road comedian? I'm a road comedian.
I was a
road comedian. I'm talking about the Midwest. Before I knew anything that what I really was, I was doing it. Yeah. I hit that Midwest, and me and James jumped in that 98 Dodge Intrepid, and we put so many miles on it. Did you have that same process of?
Oh, hell yeah. I had a 2-door drop top Geo Metro.
Damn, I didn't know they made Geo.
I put over 200,000 miles on it. Yeah. The car was so small. Comic's nickname for my car was it was white. They called it the baby shoe.
Yeah, the baby shoe.
They say Lav is riding in a baby shoe.
It's a hard bottom.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I put over 200. Nashville, Orlando, Miami, or New Orleans. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that southern market.
All of that. That car was everywhere.
And that's perfect. I'm glad I asked that question because, like, I'm from the Midwest. So, of course, I think my journey will quite naturally be in the Midwest. I'm going to hit that first. When I moved to New York, of course, I hit the East Coast. But living in the South, like, this market is totally different. You travel around the world. And I know you were just saying, you've been to Montana.
I've been to Montana.
You've been to Anna Montana. That boy been to Montana. Yeah, I ain't never been to Montana. Like, traveling through the world, like, and touching all these cities. What you think is one of the major cities that you had to kind of like show that I'm from the South, but it can transcend in this town?
New York.
New York, perfect.
Because New York is one of them cities where, everybody in New York think, if it don't happen in New York, that shit ain't happening, son.
The music, you know what I'm saying? Entertainment, fashion.
Your shit's mad corny, son.
Yo,
from Atlanta, kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, what that boy said?
Shit, word? That nigga's from Atlanta, word? Word?
You sound like Rob in town.
Word? Motherfucker better be funny, son. So, but the good thing about it, though, the first time I went to New York, I used to be the house MC at Uptown Comedy Corner.
Let's go.
Yeah, and this was back in the days when Uptown was one of the premier comedy clubs in the country. And so I had a decent relationship with damn near every headlining working comic in the country. So when I went to New York, I had people like Talent, Rob Stapleton, people like that to reach out to. So when I went there, they welcomed me with open arms, and I was able to hit all the spots. And the good thing about New York is it's a show and prove city. So if you get there the first day and you burn, you can work fine. Everybody, yo.
I got a room
over here. I got a room over here.
I got 3 rooms in one night. I'm going it.
I'm here for it. And I told you how it was. So I was like, nigga, I'm here for it. So
so
I was up there for 2 weeks. My 2 weeks filled up like that after the first night.
Yeah, a run.
Yeah. So I was there for it. So I had a good time, but it was like every night I felt like And I shouldn't have felt this way, but I felt like, yo, nigga, you represent the South. You know what I'm saying? You in New York. If you take an L up this bitch, they gonna say them niggas from down south, yada yada yada. So every night I was like, yo, nigga, you got Atlanta on your back. Don't be up there bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
you don't have the Atlanta twang to me like that. You don't have that. What up? What up? Boy?
I don't.
Where is it coming from? Like, how was that? Is it because of your travel?
I think it is. I'm everywhere, so yeah. So
big internationally known on the microphone.
Yeah, stupid, yeah.
That's what I'm just saying. Flex on these hoes. Put your shoulders up.
So my thing is always I can be where I need to be when I need to be it. So that's always my thing right there. I can kick it with the hood niggas. I can kick it with the intellectuals. I can kick it with the Latinos. I can kick it with the Asians, the whites, the black. I'm wherever I need to be, and it's all me. I'm not changing who I am. It's like this. If you cook a dish, everybody don't like that dish seasoned the same way. Yeah. It don't mean that the greens ain't the greens. You know what I'm saying? You like, my mama like jalapenos in her greens. Okay. You know what I'm saying? My auntie don't like jalapenos. She don't like spicy foods. You know what I'm saying? So if I make greens for her, I'm not putting jalapenos in there. Yeah. But they're still greens. And that's what I mean when I say I'm where I need to be, where I need to be. When I'm with the white people, I'm a certain way. Like, I'm one of these people, I don't say nigga around white people.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, I don't say nigga around people. Yeah, I don't say nigga around white people. And because I don't want you to think that this is an environment that's so comfortable that we just throwing nigga out there like that.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So don't ever get that comfortable around me.
Don't disrespect it.
Because I think white boys, that's like a little trick for white boys to say nigga around black people or get as close to saying nigga as they can. Them white boys I have a problem with. Now, if you're a white boy who like one of these backwood white boys who they ain't never like niggas and they ain't gonna never fuck with niggas, I actually don't have a problem with him saying nigga because that's who he is. That's
who he is, yeah, absolutely.
That's who he is for real. And I 100% respect your right to be who you is. But again, if you one of these goofy ass white boys who think it's cute to say nigga in front of me simply for the fact because you trying to get a reaction out of me, yeah, you might get fucked up.
Man, and speaking of goofy ass white boys to do that, I think that
I was almost finna say something. It is. I don't want no controversy on your show. Go ahead.
I like controversy. Listen.
Because you said speaking of goofy ass white boy, I said don't talk about Gary Owens. Go ahead.
Hey, and listen. So
I said what I said.
And I understand it because I was going to make that point, and it's just perfect that you said that. I am one of the comedians who do not like when white comedians come into our black rooms and try to take our whole style, but then take it back to their rooms, and then they get TV shows and all this off of it. It's like, why is it that shit is good for them and good for TV, but they getting it from us, and we gotta fight, and we call it the chitlin circuit, and they're called the mainstream. Has that been something for you to like, or have you broken into both of those circuits? Because for me, they make it seem like it's two different things, and when all actuality, like you said, the greens are the greens. Yeah. You tweak it for the audience, for who's going to be eating the greens. Yeah. But fucking the greens are the greens, and we are the pot of greens.
Right.
I'm talking about that energy, that wittiness.
It's like a catch-22 though. Okay. Because we allow it on our side too. Yeah. We let a white dude, if you walk on stage and you just start dancing, they like, oh, cool. But then a white boy get on stage, start dancing, they act like he done reinvented. Look at that white boy. He doing the. Like, nigga, he just dancing. Calm the fuck down.
He ain't even saying shit.
He ain't saying shit, but they treat him like he walking on water. And a white dude can walk and say, man, it's a lot of black pussy in here. And they're like, he said black pussy. But the black dude, it's a lot of black pussy in here.
And he's so disrespectful.
That's the first thing at your mouth, black pussy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
you're not lying. You're not lying.
We let them do that too. You know what I'm saying? So we embrace them, and I like white comics who's still white. Me too. But be in front of black people, but be hilarious.
Yes, me too.
Them the white boys, them the white comics, not just white dudes, but white comics. I love it. It's the kind of
be your truth. Yes. And don't try to be mine.
You know who Tom Simmons is?
I do.
Tom Simmons is, people that don't know, Tom Simmons is a writer for the Miss Pat show.
Surely is.
He's one of the writers for one of the blackest shows on fucking TV.
Miss Pat is the blackest black show.
Yeah, they don't get no blacker than that. Yes.
Thanks, Miss Pat, for being that black too.
Yes. And Tom Simmons right for it. And Tom Simmons will come perform in front of black people and rip. Yep. But he white. He white as the white. And he ain't trying to act black at all. Yeah. But he's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Yes. So have you experienced that that when you go into these rooms, or is that even something that you even tapped into? Because guess what? When I was in New York and even here, they like, Kelly, you don't fuck with the mainstream. I'm like, I go anywhere, but I go where I'm appreciated and celebrated. I don't want to go. Listen, dude, I'm on TV and I'm extremely famous. I'm not finna go over there and stay on this list. I'm sorry.
And that's what they want you to do.
I'm not supposed to say, hey,
that's the downside.
You pull up there like, hey, did you sign up the list 2 weeks ago? I'm like, who you talking to?
Yeah.
And I don't want to be like that, but you're not going to disrespect me like I got to come over here and shuck and jive for y'all when I'm already doing the work. My work should be my work across the board.
Well, then we share that because that's one of the reasons why some of the mainstream rooms here in Atlanta I don't frequent because I'm like you. Yeah. Like, nigga, I got too much time in the game to come here and you think I'm finna fucking be on the list with nigga who just started doing comedy last week. It's not happening.
Yeah.
And I'm not on some arrogant shit, but
no, it's not about that.
Respect my time.
Respect my process.
My work.
My work ethic.
My work. Respect all the work I put in. That's all I'm at.
And why do we have to feel like demanding? You worked that hard to get there, to position it. You just said out your mouth, when I was at Lenox Mall, I wasn't going to just be a security. I was going to be in that position to be the best. So for me, I'm the best at what I do. Every night I come, I'm showing up. Yep. You're not going to tell me to get on this list. I'm here. You should be so happy that I even came to your mic. And am I wrong for that? No, then guess what? I don't want nobody around me like that. I understand who and what I am.
But because it is what it is. It's like, it's like if you put in the work, I think it's levels to everything.
It is.
And then I think when you put in work, I think certain doors should start open for you. And some stuff you shouldn't have to deal with. And people can feel some type of way. But the reality is, Dave Chappelle should never have to carry his own bags to the show.
Come on.
Never.
Ever.
And it ain't arrogance. It ain't, it's... Nigga, he done put in this work.
And he shouldn't be thinking about where my shit at. It should be somebody thinking about that. He got to think about what I'm about to do.
He's never had to think about that.
Never that.
Like us, we get to a city, promoters supposed to pick us up, be like, yo, where you at? I'm 30 minutes away. Chris Rock should never have to deal with that.
And we shouldn't either.
But I'm just saying, but it's levels to it. You know what I'm saying? If we got, man, this nigga, we can cuss and we still finna go get that money. But Dave might say, you got 5 minutes to get here, I'm getting back on this plane.
Yeah.
And he know that shit is real.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, I just think certain things should happen to you. It ain't, it's payment for your hard work. Like Jay-Z said, he said, I'm overcharging niggas for what they did to the Cold Crush.
Ooh.
See what I'm saying? And that's what it is.
That shit make sense. Ooh.
Yeah, and that's real shit.
But I do like
once you put in the work and it start to happen, then you supposed to get. I want you to get everything that's supposed to come with.
That's why we doing it. I'm not acting like I'm not doing this for those persons. Yeah. I love when I get styled. Like that's my guilty pleasure. Like when it's time for glam. Listen, I want my makeup and hair done at the same time. And I like when my stylist put my shirt on. I do. I like when they bend down and tie my shoe. I like that. I be sitting there like, oh my God.
Everybody got their stuff.
Yeah.
Everybody got their stuff. Like that wouldn't be my thing. But my thing is
bubble bath.
No, I love a great hotel room.
Oh, I love a good hotel room.
I love a good hotel room.
Because it shows how they value you.
Yes.
Like I care where you sleep.
That is one of the lines I draw in the sand with hotel rooms.
So you don't care about flights?
No,
I fly Spirit. You a fly Spirit?
Yeah, I ain't gonna fly Spirit. But that's because I got the Delta credit card, so I need my miles.
My boy, I told you he was rich.
Yeah, I ain't rich. I just need my miles. Listen, but I need my miles. So, but you can pick me up in the Cutlass.
Yeah, me too.
With the top hanging down, all of that. But what you're not gonna do? You're not putting me in the murder, death, kill, in. That's what you're not going to do. Not going to put me in the murder, death, kill, in.
Where I don't feel comfortable taking off my shoes and walking in my socks.
You're not going to.
Barefoot.
Yes, I want to feel like I'm at my... Because it's our temporary home. Yeah. So my thing is, if it's my temporary home, I need it to be comfortable as if my home. That is my final frontier. I don't play about my house. I don't play about who comes to my house. Ooh. I don't play about none of those things right there. I give anybody a ride, but my house, that's my sanctuary. That's my castle. We don't fuck around. We don't play games in my house. And so my hotel room is my temporary house. And don't play games. I've literally told promoters, I'm not going to stay here. What I need for you to do is get your money back for this hotel. Mm-hmm. Give me the little $50, $60 that you pay for this hotel room, and I'm going to put something with it, and I'm going to stay where I want to stay.
Yeah.
I literally will do that. I am now, when it comes to a hotel room, I'll fucking go home.
Oh, I like that. I think so maybe because I am a woman, people are a little bit more particular about where I stay, but I have had some garbage ass hotels. And I called James like, babe, I really don't want to stay here. And so I put it on the promoter like, you doing that? He way better than me. I put on the promoter like, dude, I really need you to switch my hotel and I'm not paying for that shit. But I'm glad that you said something about your home. So a lot of times people think, I know they think like comedians, we just these free fall, giddy ass people. We are, but we very private.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because we offer so much, like standing on that stage, you really are.
People don't get that.
Yeah, we like opening ourselves up, right? So when I get home, I want that private, that inclusion, my kids, my husband, my close friends. So earlier when I moved to Atlanta, I used to invite a couple comedians over that I was cool with. Mm-hmm. And then I had to be very selective because I don't want everyone, A, to know where I stay, B, count my pockets, C, know where I stay. You understand what I'm saying? Because when you people know where you stay, now that's your safe place. See. So how do you handle that? And what is the relationship to allow people to come to your house? Have any comedians been to your house? Like, how does that work?
Comics have been to my house. So my line in the sand is how I deal with it. I draw a definitive line between personal and business.
Okay, come on.
I do that, and
is this through years of experience, or is this just something that you've been from the beginning?
I've always been private, but I've drawn a line in the sand because it's just been my experience. The entertainers that seem the most well adjusted have definitive lines between personal and their private life. Yeah. And it's not that they necessarily hide in their private life. It's like Denzel. How often do you see Denzel's wife?
Not that often.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. And how often do you hear anything bad about Denzel?
When the last time you seen Ice Cube wife? See what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's not about their wives. It's just their personal life. Cat Williams did an interview on the radio one time, and he's talking about the fact that he had all these kids, but he's like, you've never seen my kids on the internet. You've never seen no pictures of them. You've seen no videos of them. And then like that, he said that's intentional. And I felt that when he said that, because that's me. I don't put anything personal on social media. And if I do, it's calculated personal stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's on purpose. It's with a purpose. And again, this is the Lav's line. I don't expect nobody else to do it how I do it.
That's good, though.
But I do it because if the people that need to see the graduation pictures of my kids, I'm going to text them to you.
They got them.
They got them.
Yeah.
You don't have to log on the Facebook or IG to see them pictures. Yeah. I'm going to send them to you.
You're my real friend. You're my auntie.
Yeah, you are going to get, matter of fact, if most people that's that close, they got a hard copy of the picture already.
Matter of fact, you're that close, you was probably there. You were invited.
So I just don't feel a need to share it. And the thing about it is people say, why? And I love what you just said there, because that's why. We give so much. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We give so much. And it's like, God damn, can I have something?
Please.
Can I keep something to me?
I don't want to open my Christmas gifts online. Everybody like, what you get for Christmas? Bitch, a lot. I'm married. Yes. My husband loved me.
That's like,
or I didn't get nothing. And we just make sure or it ain't about that. You don't have to see what I got for my
none of your business.
It ain't none of your business. Because that's not what I want to expose. But I guess what? I'm extremely happy that I had proclamated in the state of Wisconsin, the city of Milwaukee, I have a day, Kelly Kells Day. Know that. September 4th is officially Kelly Kells Day in the city, in the state of Milwaukee. That's what I want to
Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that?
Big flex. Because that's important.
I'm old school. I'm like, you hear that tooting of that horn?
Yeah. I'm big flex. I'm putting my chest up. I ain't mad. Because we not doing it. And that shit ain't going to never get old. Nothing's ever going to get old. And that's why I was sitting here thinking like, God, Lav, like you have so many layers. The motivational speaking. Where does that passion come from? Because you are extremely smart. You've been to the military. You've traveled the world. You've entertained the masses. What drives you to motivate? Especially seeing where it's so easy to be discouraged. You said that the other day. I want to say this to you. Let me touch you. I get sensitive.
She's so stupid.
I want to say this, that when you said about being even keeled and in this journey, having that balance, that's why we have kindred spirits, man. Because you know how to like observe people. You watched me for a little while and then you like broke down like, oh, that's my baby sister. That's how I feel. Yeah. I feel like if I call your phone, you're going to always answer.
Without a doubt.
But how do you, at this point, because you so even keel and it flows. Fuck what people see. Fuck even what you think. Because we are worse on ourselves. I'm talking about what we see. It's like, Lav here. We good.
Yeah. It's super simple. I want everybody to win.
How can we lose when we the who's who?
Oh, yeah, I want everybody to win. And if anybody's dropping knowledge that help me win or help other people win, I'd be excited to hear it and then I want other people to hear it. Yeah. It's like, it could be little bitty shit. I'm like, nigga, did you hear what this nigga said? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Not because, ooh, I'm your fan. It's because This nigga's helping us.
Yeah.
He helping us.
And it be so subtle.
To be little bitty shit.
Yeah.
And so that's it. I just want everybody to win.
Do you have a motto that you go by? There's some shit like, so I got a poem. It's called, if you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. Success begins with your own mind. You get what I'm saying? So
yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Let me put it up. I got two. And one is personally, my motto is I just want to be a little bit better today than I was yesterday.
Damn, that's good.
That's my whole goal. People say, what's the goal?
Salad. I ate a salad today.
You so
No, for real. Like, I didn't eat shit, no vegetables yesterday. But today I had a salad. Don't look at me like that, Sonny. I had a salad today. And in my mind, that's good. And guess what? When I go home, believe it or not, y'all, I'm going to do some sit-ups. I didn't do shit yesterday.
I'm looking for this quote. It's by Dr. Neil deGrasse. And I always misquote it, but I always want to make sure I say it correctly.
I want you to say it correctly, too, because somebody needs to hear it. Yes. And I just didn't ask you that for no reason.
And I think it's one of the real ones. Let me pull out the other.
Two
don't do that.
One for the plug and one for the load. Hey, two. One for the bitches and one for the...
Don't do that.
And why you do that, I just want to say, it's our Founders Day. We definitely didn't mention that. I'm letting him do that. But it's our Founders Day. And so I definitely have a strong foundation of women and leaders, you know. Sisterhood, scholarship, and service is something that I take pride in. And before I even was a Delta, that was what attracted me to it. So happy Founders Day to the devastating divas at Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated.
My cousin is a president of her Delta chapter in Detroit.
Let's go! Okay, well, I probably know her because most of the sorors in Detroit alumni came from Central State. Shout out to Central State University.
I ain't gonna say her name because she a high up in the education thing, and we be talking some grind. We be saying some stuff I don't anyway. Yeah.
And then I said that's why I said I wasn't gonna cuss as much with my letters on, so y'all please forgive me. But it's all good though, because God know my heart and sorors do too. Great.
So Dr. Neil deGrasse, you know who Dr. Neil deGrasse is, right?
We do.
The smartest probably black man on the face of this earth.
Oh, come on.
He said the greatest challenge in life is knowing enough to think you are right, but not knowing enough to know you are wrong.
Say that again for the people in the back. I just want that to process.
Yes, knowing enough to think you are right, but not knowing enough to know you are wrong. When I heard that, it spoke to my soul.
Could you send that to me?
And that's why I keep it. You say I keep it in my phone.
Yeah.
That's how freaking deep this was to me.
Send that to me when you get a chance.
I'm going to send it right now.
Send it right now because you know we forget. And I'm just saying.
No, I ain't going to forget.
Man, comedians be forgetting stuff. Like, hey, send me that picture.
I ain't going to forget because I keep that with me.
I keep that with you. So, speaking of keeping with you, you have a lot of stuff going on, man. What is it? Common Sense?
Common Sense Court.
Common Sense Court is hilarious.
I appreciate it.
Is that how long has that been going? Like, what made you start that? Was it branched from something different?
The pandemic.
The pandemic?
Yeah, the pandemic. So you're in a lane that I'm trying to conquer. Okay. And that's the internet lane. I mean, you in the stand-up lane without a doubt too, but you have conquered the internet lane.
Yeah.
I have not conquered the internet lane. It's because being 100 with myself and being 100, I fought it for the longest.
Oh, yeah, trust me, I know, because believe it or not, though, I have the generation of friends like you that I was with them too, like, nope, I'm a rope. I said, damn, man, I gotta.
I fought it for the longest, and I was like, man, I'm a comedian. Yeah. I don't think in 30-second increments. And I fought it for the longest. And what happened during the pandemic? Clubhouse. And one day I heard them say how much Country Wayne make a month.
Yeah. Shout out to Big Country Wayne.
And when I heard how much Country Wayne make a month from Facebook, I say, nigga, get your shit together.
It's doubled. If you heard that during the pandemic, it's doubled now.
I believe it. Because now I know, so that started making me asking questions like, yo, how the fuck does he make this from Facebook? What the fuck? And so then I started finding out how it worked. And so... boom. So I was like, so now, and I've always been a creator.
Yeah.
So I just never knew how to approach and attack social media.
I can keep it real. And I'm going to say what it is because we're so serious about our shit.
Yep.
We, not even that though, we like Johnny on the spot, but we don't want to play and just throw no bullshit up there like we shucking and jiving.
Yep.
And so we, in our heads too, trust me, for the longest, I'm like, I didn't like that. And all the stuff, I'm going to be honest with you, the stuff that I said I didn't like, I put that shit up and it goes viral. Because there's an audience that do. We just got to put it out there and don't second guess ourselves.
And that's what I have learned. Because so now
it's through the thick and thin shit.
And so I dedicated, I say, okay, I'm going to truly take this serious. And remember, I told you how I am when I started to take something serious. So now I post every day.
Better. 2-3 times a day.
No, 6-7 times a day.
Hello, 10.
Yes.
Yep.
So I post every single day. But what I started to learn was that there is a method to the madness.
Yeah.
And I had to reprogram my brain. Like you said, I was like, oh, that ain't funny. That ain't funny. Then I start to learn, like, nigga, just post it.
It's the content.
It's post it. It don't matter what you.
It's consistency.
Yep.
They're looking for it.
Yep. It is.
And it's called algorithm.
Yep.
If I post 10 times a day, there's a potential that somebody's going to at least get 2 of those posts. Wow, somebody saw me twice a day.
Yep.
If 3,000 people saw me twice a day, some people will never see 3,000 people in their entire lifetime.
Yep.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
And numbers matter. And what we got to do, and I as a fellow content creator and an influencer, and it took me a while to say that. I'm going to be real with you as your sister. It took me a while to say I was an internet influencer. Because I love being a stand-up comedian.
Yes.
I love being an actress. But Vivica Fox was like, embrace that. She was like, are you crazy? Embrace. She was the one who started introducing me like that. I'm like, no. Just stay stand up. She's like, what? You have to go ahead and realize that that's an audience. And I can't look at your numbers. And you can't look at my numbers. Numbers are numbers. And they're going to grow. But the moment you start looking at numbers and get discouraged, you're going to stop.
Yep. And that's another thing I got a different respect for, because people that don't know stand-up, there's like this Crips and Bloods war between stand-up comics.
Where the fucking lie at?
And internet
Where the freaking lie
comics. There's like this Crips and Blood thing. And so I was on one side, oh, them internet niggas. But then as I start doing it and I start seeing the work that it took to do it, I got a different level of respect.
That's an all-day thing. I'm talking about editing.
Yes.
That's why I think it's not easy.
Yeah, it's a different level of respect. So when I start seeing the amount of work that it took, and then I was hearing what some cats was making, I was like, they deserve that.
They deserve that.
They deserve that right there. They deserve that right there. Because it's a bunch of work, and it's just a different ball game. Now, some stuff I still believe. Like I think they're two different muscles. I think it's the people who are on the internet, solely on the internet, who people label as comedians. A lot of them are not comedians.
They're comedic actors.
They're comedic actors,
and that's something totally different.
And it's something totally different. But what happens is the bag that they can get from stand up is very alluring. So, but I'm realistic. I'm also a businessman.
Yeah.
So, keeping it 100. If you a 21-year-old dude or chick who trying to figure out life, don't really know where you want to go in life, and you have gone viral on a platform, and now you got 200,000 followers or whatever, and because people deem you to be funny, and then one day your phone ring and it's a comedy club and say, yo, can you come do this weekend? We got 12 grand for you. If you don't go get that money, you're a fucking idiot.
You're an idiot.
You better go get that 12 goddamn.
Or just call my phone or Lav. We'll go get it.
Oh yeah, we'll go get it for you. Go get that money. And then you figure the rest of that shit out later on.
But you gotta go figure it out.
But you gotta go figure it out.
You have to figure it out. Yeah, so if you don't figure it out, what's gonna end up happening is you're gonna find yourself regretting going to get the money.
Yes.
Because now it's going to be a mockery.
Yes.
Because we do have the internet. We do have the internet. Okay, so speaking of the internet, I know we got to wrap up. I hate that I have to leave. It's so good talking to certain people.
Hold on. I wasn't saying wrap up. Huh. I was saying check your phone. I can cut all this out.
Okay, yeah, we know this. Okay, so all right, boom. Having the internet, right? You have the internet. You have a podcast. Our podcast is We Really Talk Like This.
Yeah, we talk like this.
Yes, y'all do. Y'all really do.
Yep.
No, each and every one of you niggas really talk like that.
Yes, we out of control.
Is that a group of friends or is that just a group of energy? Like, are y'all friends that y'all been years? Like, how did that group come along?
Initially, it started off, it was energy. Some of us were friends, and then we have grown into friends who share energy.
Yeah.
And it's just like any other, it's like a family now. So now we have our border wars and our skirmishes, but we all there for the win though. That's the beauty. Now the one thing I love about New Yorkers is New York is about the business. New Yorker, down south, people tend to wear their feelings on their sleeve.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You don't like somebody now, we can't work together, whatever. A New Yorker say, you listen, son, I don't fuck with you. and you don't like me. But they ain't got shit to do with us getting this money.
Yeah.
So we're going to get this money, and they ain't going to say shit to you, and you don't say shit to me. And them niggas can work next to each other for 20 years.
And do.
With no problem.
Yeah.
And every now and then, they'll talk about the game. Yo, nigga, you see them pussy-ass giants? You know what I'm saying? And every now and then, they'll have little surface conversations but they know I don't like him, and he don't like me. They know that.
Yeah.
And so, that's always my thing. As long as we can come together and win, you ain't gotta like me.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta like me. I don't really care about that. Yeah. If we working for the win and you truly bought into what we trying to do and you really want this, what we doing to win, I'm cool.
Separating the business.
Yeah, the business. The business ain't got nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
You can leave if as soon as these lights come on, my nigga.
Yeah.
And then the lights, pussy ass nigga. But our ratings through the roof.
Yeah.
Keep pussy ass nigga in.
Well, let's keep it real.
Keep pussy ass
I think it's
nigga
unfortunate that we think in this industry that just because we are happy people, that we're making the world happy, that we all have to like each other. That is not true.
Oh, no.
Every player on a basketball team, if they an NBA championship winning team, or if they the last team in the league, all of them don't like each other. Oh. So it's okay not to have a love-hate relationship, but to respect each other.
That's what it comes down to. Respect.
Respect.
That's all you need. Respect.
Respect what I'm doing.
Respect.
I respect what you're doing. I love it. I love your merch. Your merch is popping, because it has so many different angles, like the Smart Ass University.
Without a doubt.
Tell me, because people call you smart. Do people call you smart ass?
Yeah, people say you got smart ass mouth. That mouth, that mouth, boy, that mouth.
But you're extremely smart as well.
Yes.
So Smart Ass and university, like that can go. There it is. Like you can't lose with that.
I'm smart and I'm an ass. They go together.
And it's a university, so come get some of this. Come learn.
Okay, let me. I'm gonna say this.
Say it.
Cause Kels keep giving me the flowers, and I appreciate the flowers. I'm a bad gift receiver. I'm a bad gift receiver. So, but let me say this, and I said this to her for the first time, and I want to say it on your podcast. You know what I'm talking about. So, in this comedy game, a lot of people don't realize, and I think this is perfect time because you just said that people think we're all happy. About 98% of comics are miserable individuals. Yeah. They're unhappy. Their lives are in shambles. About 98%. About 90% of these niggas got substance abuse problems, and they just taking whatever, smoking whatever to get by day to day. And that is what it is. No judgment. And most of them are jerks and assholes. Kelly Kels is a fucking saint.
Aww.
Out this bitch. She is probably one of the nicest. It's in the whole comedy, because me, I'm cool, but I'm not super nice. And because I protect my energy like that, and I don't really fuck with people like that because I know how comics are. So I don't really deal with comics like that. And not because I don't like them, just because I know how their energy be fucked up.
Yeah.
But Kelly, it's like 3 motherfuckers that's able to operate in this shitty energy and still be the nicest, sweetest people on the face of this fucking earth. And Kelly Kels is one of those 3 people. The other one is JJ. Jeremiah Williams. I've never heard anybody say anything bad about JJ. People love fucking JJ. It is, and Kelly Kels is the same way. The positive energy and the great vibe and aura about Kelly is through the roof. So when you see her and you see the niceness and all this stuff, it's real. It's fucking. Kelly is syrupy fucking sweet. It's like you get your fucking nice fucking Care Bear ass.
It's fun. That's my line name. I'm the Blue Care Bear.
See?
I am the Blue Care Bear.
She's so fucking nice. It's like,
I've been like this my whole life.
Yes, so I just want to say that. She is fucking nice. So you should, even if, whether you think she's funny or not, who gives a fuck about that? The fact that she's just a good human.
Oh, thank you, man.
Supersedes the funny.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of hilarious, ain't shit, jerk ass people out here.
Yeah.
But she's funny and she's fucking nice. And I tell her that to her face because I'm one of these people, I don't believe in saying stuff behind people back, good or bad, that I wouldn't say to their face.
Thank you. I need that. So guess what? A comedian told me before, like, change that shit up.
No, you don't.
Okay. They was fuck like, you being too nice.
Fuck them salty ass niggas.
Yeah, okay. That's what James said too. James was like, don't you ever change who you are. No. They was like, I mean, that's what make you who you are. People talk about you great. Nobody has nothing bad to say. So when somebody say something bad to you, don't people like, hold on, not Kelly. And I'm like, 'cause I don't do shit. I be sitting there like, when you said win, I get excited when people win, especially if I'm connected to the W.
Me too.
That's my W.
Yeah, I get happy. I can see you win and the hairs on my neck and stand up because I'm super excited. And I don't have shit to do with it. I can be like, this nigga
got it.
This nigga get it.
Because that's a real thing. But let me say this.
I'm fucking happy for you.
I'm happy, but I also understand what the transfer of energy is.
Yes.
If I'm this close in the room with somebody who just won, a championship ring ain't that far away from me. And not saying it because we all got wins.
Yeah.
We got several wins, but we all looking to keep
Yes.
Niggas don't win one championship like, yo, we won the NBA playoffs last year.
I'm gonna retire.
Like, no, nigga, I won a ring after a ring.
We're trying to go back to back round.
So I appreciate you. It's just I've been like that my whole life. I've been a captain of cheerleaders. I've been an RA. Yeah. I'm just always a school teacher. I just always have that response. Nice ass. I want to braid a little girl hair. Fuck reading. I'm about to braid her hair.
Yeah, oh, nice motherfucker.
And guess what? We need that little
kind of people. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm kind of people. Speaking of kind of people.
Well, you ain't out here shitting on niggas. No, I'm just playing.
Somebody told me that. Somebody who I even asked that I thought I want to help me out. They were like, you need to just, pop your shit a little bit more. And I was like, I pop my shit, but I let my work speak for myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm just in the lane of my own, man. I didn't grow up with a daddy, right? I didn't have no good ass cookie cutter lifestyle. So the life that I'm creating now, when I say I literally enjoy life, I'm happy off stage. I kick it with my husband. I kick it with my daughter. Like, I kick it with my people that I feel like are good people. And that's just that. I won already. We winning.
See,
this is a W.
That's what I'm saying. It's just, I don't understand. Because I guess I don't understand that mentality. I always tell people, like, one of the things I say, too, is if I woke up, I won.
If I woke up, I won. Ooh.
I can deal with whatever come today. Even if it's some shit that I created, I still can deal with it because at least I'm alive to deal with it. It's like niggas ain't wake up this morning.
Yeah, you see, you'll do what?
I'm going to deal with it.
No, but you said I'm alive. Oh, you said I'm alive to deal with it.
Yeah.
I've been saying I'm alive to deal with it. I'm like, that's my nigga.
Oh, no.
Because if you ain't lying, you ain't trying.
That too.
I tell my
everybody like a good lie.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Everybody like a good lie.
Everybody like a good lie. Ooh.
Everybody like a good lie.
We are in the business of lying, of embellishing. Yes. Speaking of embellishing, I want to really go back to this real quick because we were talking about Gary Owens, and even when it comes to his career, like he had a black wife at a moment. He divorced now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So so this is my thing about Gary.
Okay.
And it's crazy. I've never said this on tape.
Okay.
Anything like this right here. This is how I feel about Gary. I think Gary is funny.
Yeah.
So let me say that. I do think Gary's funny.
Yeah.
But I think black people give Gary a pass because he's so cool. If you look at Gary's set and you hear some of the stuff that Gary says in his set today and some of his older sets, if any white man besides Gary said those things, they would have been deemed as racist.
Okay.
Like, he used to have this joke talking about NASCAR. It was like, black people ain't in NASCAR. You gotta have sponsors to be NASCAR. And NASCAR, who gonna sponsor the black car? Jerry Curl? You gonna be driving around a track with a big S curl on the front?
He said that.
See what I'm saying?
Canceled. Why we ain't canceled?
He would be canceled. Another joke talking about his son. He said one time he was having a conversation with his son, who, his kids are mixed. And his son was like, I'm a black man. I'm 100% all black man. He's like, well, where you get the good hair from then? See what I'm saying? So
canceled.
It's like,
I get what you're saying.
See what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like he gets a pass for those things. And again, I'm not here to judge.
I think it's more him just being so, for me, that's why I brought it back up, because it's just showing that you just being more on the goofy side. He owns being the goofy white boy that around niggas. And guess what? He knows it's a privilege.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, he knows. He one of the people where it's like, I always ask the question with comics like a Gary is, if black people stop fucking with you today, would you still have a career?
I don't want to leave. We gotta go.
All right. Well, I'm here for it.
Okay, before we go, I just need to ask you this one question.
Okay.
What motivates you now? 28 years, man. You've seen highs and lows. This shit is not easy. It's times that you probably made the most money in your career, and then it's probably times that you like, I need to make money in my career. It's times that you probably hit so many different stages, networks and things, and it's probably times where I can only speak for myself with networks, nobody's calling, but the work ethic is still there. What motivates you to this day to still stay in this career where it's competitive, it's mean, it's vindictive, and sometimes it's not rewarding?
My motivation is I got two. One, I don't think I've won yet. Winning to me, I classify winning is selling tickets.
Okay, that's good.
If you sell tickets, if they can put your name on the marquee and your name alone, and all these seats have asses in them, to me, that's what a win is.
Okay. That's fair.
Because that means you have enough people buying into whatever you're doing, whether you're rapping, singing, or whatever, and you've touched enough people to where they're willing to spend their hard-earned money on you.
Yeah.
So to me, that's my definition of winning.
Okay.
So that's the first motivation for me.
That.
And I'm not at that point yet. The other win for me is this mountain of social media. I want to conquer social media because I have not conquered it yet. Now, am I starting to see wins? Without a doubt, because the consistency, whatever. You know, for me, because it jumped. Once I dedicated myself to it, it jumped. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, my Instagram page has been stuck at 3,000 followers for years. Because I post on a regular basis. And another thing, you know, people tell you to post, but nobody ever tells you, again, remember I said there's a method to the madness. Nobody tells you that, there's a certain type of content you got to post. You know what I'm saying? If you want to resonate. And then, so now we've, in a 2-year span, we've went from 3,000 followers to 17,000 followers.
Big flex.
See what I'm saying?
Big flex.
You know, and that's just a consistency thing. And now I'm starting to get the views to go along with those numbers. You know what I'm saying? So I'm starting to see the growth.
Heck yeah.
And that's my second motivator right there. So those two things alone, because then once I get to that point, then it'll open up the door to do a lot of the other stuff I want to do. And a lot of other stuff I do, it encompasses helping other people. So
community involvement. How serious are you about that?
I'm huge. I'm a Kevin Hart fan.
Okay.
And when I say I'm a Kevin Hart fan, I'm a Kevin Hart fan to the point to where if you saying something negative about Kevin to me, a lot of times I don't engage. I let people have it. I'm going to defend Kev.
Okay.
And the reason why I'm a Kev fan is not necessarily because of his funny. It's because of what he did for his squad. Yeah.
He did.
He made his squad
millionaires, and he didn't leave them alone in the background.
He didn't just, and not only did he make them, he take them with him. You know, the feed a man fish, he eat for a day, teach him to fish, he eat for a lifetime. Kev made sure that they knew how to fish.
Yeah.
He put him in positions to win for life.
Yeah.
If Kev came to them today and said, it's been a good run, I'm cutting everybody loose today, they couldn't be mad at him.
Mm-mm.
If I was on Kev's squad and he had done for me what he has done for his squad, and he came to me and said that, he's still my friend.
My best friend.
He's still my best friend because he has set my life up until I die and put me in a position to where if I got kids, I'm able to set their lives up.
Yeah.
So, and you know, like I know, comics ain't doing that.
Nope.
It's comics out here who could create careers for other comics.
And they ain't doing it. Me and Vanessa just sat here and said, shout out to Vanessa Fraction, and it's across the board. Comedians, entertainers, and everybody, stop playing with us. I make decisions in the place I'm at right now. I can call shots in certain places I'm at. I know for a fact, if I can call some shots and I'm just scratching the surface of where I'm about to be, that these people who are higher up, stop playing. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. Now, I'm not asking you to put me on. I'm saying put me in a position.
That's all we ever ask.
Just show me the door. I'm going. That's take me to the table. Ask. I'm going to eat, and I'm going to show everybody else how I can eat, and they can eat too. So that's real.
That's all you ever ask. It's a chance.
But see, that's why we're going to be blessed. I say all the time, my hands is like this. And I even though I'm giving, I know there's room to get as well. I'm going to receive as well. Kevin Hart did that, Kevin Hart. And then you just speaking of the Plastic Cup Boys, which he snapped with them. But how about when he did Heart of the City? How about the LOL networks? His just so many platforms. He just give chance after chance. And it is so dope. His Showtime special. I mean, he gave so many people them 30-minute specials on Showtime. That is what you're supposed to do. And shout out to Kevin Hart, because everybody not doing it. And there's people that came before him that's not doing it, and there's people that's not doing it now.
There's plenty of people who can make a phone call.
Yeah.
And say, hey, I want I'm a host. Let's do a Netflix special. I'm a host. And let's put 5 comics on. It's people that can do that right now, but won't do it.
Yeah, and you keep putting out your special. Don't stop putting out your special.
Yeah. It's people that ain't even, and I'm going to say this name because I typically don't call Steve. Steve Harvey is in a position to put comics on left and right.
Yeah.
And he don't do it.
Yeah.
He does not do it. He's in a position to do it. Some comics, like you say, you help where you're at. Yeah. And some people, you're just not in a position to do what you would like to do. You would like to do it, but you know you can't. I'll give you somebody else who helped the immediate people around him. Cedric the Entertainer.
Yeah.
Malik.
Okay, yeah.
Malik's one of the writers on the show. Malik opened for Said for years.
Yeah, he even had Sean Larkins.
Yep. Opened for him for years. Yep. He gets a show. The first thing Sean was a writer. Sean had never written in Hollywood before. Never. Yeah. That's unheard of. Yeah. To get a writing job and you've never written before on a major network. That's unheard of. Yeah. Uh-huh. So the second season, they say, well, Sean, your writing skills is not necessarily where we need to be for this level of writing. Say that's cool. So what we're going to do is...
We're going to write him in the show.
We're going to write him in the show.
Come on, man, because you my partner.
Because that's my mans in there.
Hey, listen, and when if we locked in, it ain't no switching up. It ain't about what I'm going to do. It's just a matter of time when I'm going to do it. Yes. But see, that's what timing is everything. Yes. I can't wait. But I did that. Shout out to myself. I mean, when I had Vivica Fox, we sitting there in Beverly Hills after just an amazing spa day. And she said, what can I do to help you? I could have said, Vivica, I want you to produce my special. No, Vivica, I have a tour in mind, of an all-female tour. And I don't want it catty. I want it to be dope. I got these women who I think are hilarious. And I called Ashima, frankly. I called Just Niche. I called Crystal Powell. And me and my husband, we sat there like a board. And I felt like we had a federal lineup. And we picking the people like, how she look. Okay, that's not even look. Yeah. What's the feel? What's the energy? What's the energy? And it was all the energy how it was with me. I'm going to keep it real. Because even though Ashima and Niche were cool, Crystal... They wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, how can they mesh? And we meshed. And Vivica got behind that. I could have just did some, I don't think that. I never really want to do stuff by myself, man. I know I can sit on the podcast and I just like the camaraderie of people. I love that. And that's why I always got dope people on my side. And I got to stop suppressing that. And I got to operate in the fact that I got people that see my superpower and we going to win. And we're going to just win. And I'm loyal. Listen. And the moment you show me you're not, I'm not. But you show me you loyal, I'm loyal to you.
Because winning begets winning. Nothing I love more than a story. Somebody helped somebody that they didn't have to help.
They didn't have to help.
Like, do you know the story of George Lopez? What? How he got on?
No.
Okay.
Tell me.
This is one of my favorite stories. Okay. George Lopez, road comic for years. Been working clubs, whatever. He's performing at a casino. While I walk into the casino during the day before the show, see Sandra Bullock. He's like, hey, what's going on? He's like, take pictures. He's like, hey. He was like, I'm a comedian. I'm performing at the casino. She's like, oh, okay, cool. He was like, you should come to the show. She's like, okay, I'm going to come. Sandra Bullock is Sandra Bullock. So it's just like us. We're like, man, she ain't fucking come to the show. She came to the show. Yeah. The end of the show, she was like, you're fucking hilarious. Why have I never heard of you? He was like, I'm just out here working. She's like, yo, you fucking need a chance. And she was like, hey, let's meet. Fucking met with her. Boom. If you look at the George Lopez show, look at the executive producer, Sandra Bullock. She put her name and her money behind it. Simply for the fact she came to a show. She was like, you fucking deserve a shot.
You deserve a shot. It's something small like that. But you know what it is? We're afraid to shoot shots. And not just saying us. It's just people are afraid to shoot shots. And a lot of times, too, let's be real, if we can be... The energy is that I want you to win, but I don't want you to exceed me. That's what people energy is. That's disgusting.
The most retarded.
Because mentality. I can be like, I am that's my protege. You know what I'm saying? Like I can say like this person came up under me and you won't. It's like your children. I want my daughter to be better.
Or if you just want to keep it business.
Keep it business.
If I'm Steve Harvey, come on. This is what I do. So this so you don't worry about the exceeding you. If they do exceed you, you still benefit from it. So I see Kelly and I see Lav. You know what? This is what I'm gonna do, Kelly and Lav. I see something in you. Lav's going to manage you. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to create opportunities and get you opportunities. Now, for rest of Kelly and Lav's life, whatever we get together, TV show, whatever, I get 15 or 10% for life off this project. So I get Kelly a TV show and Kelly becomes fucking the female Kevin Hart. I'm okay with that. So as the female Kevin Hart, you have exceeded Steve Harvey. But guess what is also went along with that? I still get a paycheck off that Kevin Hart Kelly.
Yeah, even if we fall out.
Even if we fall out. You ain't got the fuck. You like, fuck you, Steve.
That's fine.
It's fuck me, but it's never going to be fuck my bank account. It's never going to be fuck my bank account.
Perfect.
And that's cool. You ain't never going to talk to me because ABC, the show you did with ABC already know I was supposed to get 10% of that. So we never even had to talk. ABC is going to send me my 10%. The ABC is going to send the 10%. So that's
but that's real, but that's one-on-one, and that's with anybody. You know what I'm saying? That's
simple shit.
Yeah, so I think that's, so somebody told me this before. Look, this is good. Somebody told me this before, like stay tapped in with your local artists, right? As you grow, because you just, people blow every day.
Yeah, you never know.
And you want to be a part of the blow. I'm excited about being connected. I'm glad that we connected. Do you know our first time ever meeting?
What's our first time meeting?
We were in Phoenix at Pierre's room.
I remember that, the room that's with the circle.
Yeah, we was doing that. And what was it called? What's the name of that spot? Where Shaq shot his all
Phoenix Live or something like that. Not Phoenix Live. It's something else. But I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that was my first time. You came in that mug. I said, that nigga is one of the 5 heartbeats. You was dressed to the T. And this one I was just wearing the tallest heels. I thought that made me funnier. And I went out there and I killed it. And Ray Lapowski went out there and ate it. And I felt...
Because they was having drama backstage.
They was having drama backstage.
Ray Lapowski and Gerald Kelly.
Surely was.
They was
and I didn't know neither one of them.
They was arguing about who should close the show out.
Yeah.
They was arguing about who should close the show.
And then I even heard, and me and Ray cool now, shout out to Ray. I had to tell him this like a few years ago. He was so mean to me, like, and you are. And I was like, about to go do comedy. That's what I am. You don't know me and I don't know you. And I went out there and I say I ripped it so much that my friend recorded it, y'all. I'm going to just tell you this story. My friend recorded it and I put it as a DVD.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Sold it. Made so much money off of this little 15-minute recording from a cell phone.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Do you understand what I'm saying? And then Ray Lapowski went out there like, and they just was like,
because they had fucked up their energy.
Yeah.
They had fucked up their energy. Because Pierre came to me, man, they arguing. Do you really care where you going to show? I say, nigga, is my money changing? He's like, no. I say, nigga, wherever you call me up, that's where I'm going up at.
Hey, so is that still your temperament now?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I don't, again, because to me, if you didn't sell the tickets, what difference do it make?
Yeah, this is
if
not.
You didn't sell the tickets, what difference do it make?
This ain't Lav Luv and friends.
Yeah, these people didn't come to see you; they came to see the show.
You're right.
So it doesn't really matter where you go up in the show as long as you're funny.
Well, you know what? But you know what? Older comedians and just comedians, period, they feel like it's a. If you're opening the feature, the headline, you know they think of it like that. Yeah, me too. My money the same.
I actually think that's nigga comic mentality, because like niggas, black comics get caught up on like intro music. The DJ fucked up my music, nigga. Are you here to rap or you here to tell jokes?
Yeah, forget the music. Yeah,
because in a lot of white rooms, ain't even no DJ.
No, it ain't no music going on. They're like, oh, come into the stage. All the way from Atlanta, you probably seen them in Connors.
Yes.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Mr. North for Lav Luv. All right.
You like, the only sound you hear is people clapping.
That's it.
Ain't no music, ain't no nothing.
And you get up there like, hey.
How's it going? How you doing, Pomona?
And let me tell you something. I made that mistake earlier on when I got white people changing my voice. James, when I seen James' face in the audience, he was mugging me so hard. Like, what the fuck is you doing? I was like, hey, you guys, what's up? And James was like, I was like, oh my God. Now I'm watching him mug me. I'm changing my voice. I was like, oh my God, I'm dying. Where's the light? I want a fire alarm to go off.
Is it
my time? Speaking of time, we gotta go, man.
All right, let's go.
But this is good. I done said that 3 times.
Thank you for having me. I'm sorry.
Thank you for coming. Let us know what we can follow you, where we can follow you, what's going on, what's popping, whatever you want to talk about it. Let them know. Like, they need to be locked into what? Where they shopping at for the gear? Where they tuning in for the podcast? and where they can check out all your social medias.
The big thing is followers. You know, I just need the followers. Follow me. Follow me at Comedian Lav Luv. Lav Luv is, do y'all put the name at the bottom of the screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Lav Luv right there. It's LAVLUV. Stay put at the bottom of the screen. It's right there. LAVLUV. Because people mispronounce it all the time. Laugh Love, like ha ha ha.
No.
And then Larry Love and all the stuff right there. Which is why I specifically say my last name is Lavender, so they know.
Oh,
it's L-A-V.
L-A-V.
Yeah, L-A-V.
Lav Love.
Oh.
And where can they go to get your merch?
On my Instagram page. The store, the store's attached to it, or comedianlavlove.com. I try to keep it as simple as possible. Everything's Comedian Lav Love across the board. Instagram's Comedian Lav Love, Twitter, YouTube channel, everything's Comedian Lav Love. Uniformity.
And if y'all haven't seen Lav Luv live, just make sure that y'all just stay locked in on his page, because him, like if you think this is something like the man on stage is just so witty, quick, fun, and the content, it has a lot of substance to it. You get what I'm saying? There ain't just no fluffy ass shit.
No.
No. I mean, you're gonna walk away with a life lesson, and you're gonna learn some shit, and you're gonna be able to laugh at some things that could be flawed, that could be considered something that, it's uncomfortable. No, it's good. We're living. And I'm truly happy, man. Myron, we miss you. We do. We holding it down. Shout out to my whole production team, man. We so dope. We getting this done. We bet on ourselves through thick and thin. Like, life is going to give you some situations, and they're not going to always be peaches and cream, but every time you come through one, you're going to be able to celebrate.
To quote the great Jay-Z, niggas out here taking advances while we out here taking chances.
Wow. And we're going to end just like that. We out of here. Bye.